Stop whatever you are doing right now and look down at the ground beneath your feet. Go ahead, look down. Now here is a question that will change the way you see that ground forever. What is underneath it? You might say soil or rock or maybe lava, and you would be partially right, but here is the terrifying truth. We have sent humans to the moon. We have landed robots on Mars. We have photographed black holes billions of light years away, but we have never, not even once, reached the center of our own planet. The deepest hole ever drilled by humans only went 12 kilometers deep, and Earth's center is 6,371 kilometers away. That means we have explored less than 0.2% of our own planet. We know more about the surface of Mars than we know about what is beneath our feet. So what is really down there? What is hiding in the 99.8% of Earth that no human has ever seen? The answer is far stranger than you could ever imagine. Stay with me, because we are about to go deeper than any human has ever gone before. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going on a journey, not to space, not to another galaxy, not to some distant star. We are going down, deep into the earth beneath your feet, through layers of rock and fire and mystery, all the way to the very center of our planet. And what we find along the way will completely change everything you thought you knew about Earth. Because the truth is, Earth is hiding secrets, enormous secrets, secrets that scientists have only recently begun to uncover, secrets that challenge our understanding of life itself, secrets that suggest the world beneath our feet is almost as alien and mysterious as anything we might find in outer space. Today, we are going to explore 5 incredible mysteries hiding deep inside our planet, 5 discoveries that shock the scientific world, 5 things that make scientists ask, how did we not know this before? So take a deep breath, because we are about to go where no human has ever been. Let us begin our descent. Before we go to the deepest mysteries, we need to understand the basic structure of what lies beneath us. Think of Earth like a giant onion, layer after layer after layer, each one more extreme than the last. The first layer is where we live. The crust, this is the thin outer shell of our planet. Under the oceans, it is only about 5 to 10 kilometers thick. Under the continents, it goes down about 30 to 70 kilometers. Sounds deep, right? But in the grand scale of Earth, the crust is thinner than the skin of an apple. Relatively speaking, just beneath the crust lies the upper mantle. This is where things start getting strange. The rock here is not solid in the way we normally think of solid. It is more like incredibly thick toothpaste, so hot and under so much pressure that it can flow and move very slowly like a liquid in slow motion. This movement is what causes earthquakes, what causes volcanoes, what causes entire continents to drift slowly across the planet's surface. Yes, the continents are moving right now as you watch this video about as fast as your fingernails grow, but they are moving, and they have been moving for billions of years. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. The deepest humans have ever physically drilled is a hole in Russia called the Kola Super Deep Borehole. Scientists drilled for 20 years straight, from 1970 to 1989, using the most advanced drilling equipment ever built. And after all that time and effort and money, they reached a depth of 12.2 kilometers. 12,2 kilometers out of 6,371 kilometers to the center. And you know what happened when they tried to go deeper? The drill bits kept melting because the temperature was so extreme. At that depth, the temperature was already 180 degrees Celsius. Far hotter than they had predicted. The rock itself was behaving strangely. It was acting almost like a liquid, and they found something completely unexpected, something that changed everything. Scientists thought they knew about Earth's crust. They found water, not just a little water, a huge amount of water, trapped deep inside the rock itself, water that should not be there, water that had been locked inside our planet for billions of years. And this discovery was just the beginning, because deeper than any drill has ever reached lies something far more mysterious, something far more strange, something that scientists are only now beginning to understand. Now, I want you to picture something on Orchan, vast, deep, endless, stretching in every direction as far as you can imagine. Now imagine that ocean is not on the surface of Earth. It is not in the Pacific or Atlantic or Indian Ocean. It is hidden, locked away, deep beneath the surface of our planet, completely invisible to us. Does that sound like science fiction? It is not. It is real. And the discovery of this hidden ocean is one of the most shocking scientific discoveries of the last 100 years. Here is the story. Deep beneath Earth's surface, at a depth of around 400 to 600 kilometers down, there is a layer of rock called the transition zone. This layer sits between the upper and lower mantle. For a long time, scientists thought this layer was just ordinary rock, hot, dense, nothing special. But in 2014, everything changed. Scientists were studying a tiny diamond, a diamond that had been brought to the surface by a volcanic eruption. But this was not an ordinary diamond. Inside this diamond was trapped a tiny piece of material from deep inside the Earth, a mineral called ringwoodite. And when scientists analyzed this mineral, they found something that made their jaws drop. The ringwoodite was saturated with water. Not just a little water, not just traces. The mineral was holding water in an amount that suggested something extraordinary. If the entire transition zone was saturated with ringwoodite like this, then the total amount of water stored in Earth's transition zone could be 3 times the volume of all the world's oceans combined. 3 times. All the water in all the oceans of the world times 3, hidden in rock. 660 kilometers beneath your feet. This completely changed how scientists think about water. We always thought Earth's water came from space, from comets and asteroids billions of years ago. But now scientists wonder, did Earth's oceans actually come from inside? Did the water slowly seep up from this hidden reservoir? Did life on Earth begin because of an ocean hidden deep underground? These questions are mind-bending enough. But what is even more extraordinary is what this means for life itself. Because wherever we find water on Earth, we find life in the hottest deserts, in the coldest ice, in the darkest caves. Life finds a way. So the question scientists are now asking is this: if there is a vast ocean of water trapped deep inside our planet, could there be life down there too? Not on the surface of this hidden water, because the pressure and temperature are too extreme for that. But what about microbial life? Tiny bacteria and organisms that thrive in extreme conditions? We already know such life exists on the surface. organisms that live in boiling hot springs, in highly acidic environments, in conditions that would kill any normal creature. Could similar life exist 600 kilometers underground, living in ways we cannot even imagine? The answer might surprise you, because we already know that life exists far deeper than we expected, and that discovery changed the definition of life forever. For most of human history, we assumed life needed certain things to survive: sunlight, oxygen, moderate temperatures. These were the rules of life, the requirements, the non-negotiable conditions for anything to be alive. And then we went deeper, and we discovered the rules were completely wrong. It started in the 1970s. Scientists were exploring deep ocean vents, places where boiling hot water shoots up from cracks in the ocean floor. The temperature around these vents can reach 400 degrees Celsius. The pressure is enormous. There is no sunlight whatsoever. By every rule we knew, nothing should be alive there, but it was entire ecosystems thriving, growing, living, without any sunlight, without normal temperatures, without anything we thought life needed. This was shocking enough. But then scientists went deeper into mines, into the deepest holes humans had ever dug, and what they found there rewrote the definition of life itself. In a gold mine in South Africa, 3.5 kilometers underground, scientists discovered bacteria, living organisms, breathing, eating, surviving, in conditions that should be absolutely impossible for life. Complete darkness, extreme heat, crushing pressure, no oxygen, no sunlight, no connection to the surface world. These bacteria had been living down there, completely isolated from the rest of life on Earth. For millions of years, they had developed entirely on their own, eating hydrogen and sulfur from the rocks around them, living in what scientists called the deep biosphere. And the more scientists looked, the more life they found, down to 5 kilometers deep, then 7 kilometers, and deeper still. And the total amount of life living deep inside Earth is staggering. Scientists now estimate that the total mass of life living underground could be greater than the total mass of all life living on the surface. Every human, every animal, every tree and plant and insect, all of it combined, might weigh less than the life living deep underground, life that we never knew existed, life that has been there the entire time, hidden beneath our feet, living in conditions we thought were impossible. And if life can survive 7 kilometers underground on Earth, then what does that mean for other planets? Mars has a frozen surface today, but beneath that surface, could there be deep rock formations? Deep heat sources? Could Martian life be hiding underground, away from the harsh surface radiation, living in the deep biosphere of Mars? This is now a serious scientific question. And the answer could be yes, because life on Earth has shown us that where there is energy and chemistry, life will find a way, no matter how deep, no matter how dark, no matter how extreme. But even this incredible discovery cannot prepare you for what lies even deeper, because at the very center of our planet, something is happening that scientists still cannot fully explain. We need to go deeper now, much deeper, past the crust, past the upper mantle, past the lower mantle, all the way down 5,000 kilometers beneath your feet, to the heart of our planet, the core. Earth's core is divided into 2 parts, the outer core and the inner core. The outer core is liquid, a churning ocean of molten iron and nickel, spinning and flowing in massive currents at temperatures reaching 5,000 degrees Celsius. As hot as the surface of the sun itself, and this spinning liquid iron does something absolutely vital for all life on Earth. It generates Earth's magnetic field, the invisible shield that surrounds our planet, the force field that deflects harmful radiation from space, the barrier that keeps deadly solar wind from stripping away our atmosphere. Without the magnetic field, Earth would look like Mars, a barren, dead world with no atmosphere, no liquid water, no life. The magnetic field is the reason we exist, and it is generated by liquid iron, spinning 5,000 kilometers beneath our feet. But here is where it gets truly mysterious. At the very center of Earth, inside the liquid outer core, is something even stranger. The inner core, a solid ball of iron and nickel, about the size of the moon, sitting at the absolute center of our planet, at temperatures of 6,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the Sunday, under pressure so extreme that the iron cannot melt, even at those temperatures. The pressure forces it to remain solid, and this inner core is doing something that scientists only recently discovered, something that shocked the entire scientific community. The inner core is spinning separately from the rest of Earth. It rotates at a slightly different speed, like a planet within a planet, like a world within a world. But here is the truly disturbing discovery. The speed of the inner core's rotation is changing. It was spinning faster than Earth. Then it slowed down, and recent research published in 2023 suggests it may have actually reversed direction. The heart of our planet has changed the direction it is spinning, and scientists are not entirely sure why, or what it means, or what happens next. Could it affect the magnetic field? Could it affect earthquakes and volcanoes? Could it affect life on the surface? The honest answer is we do not know, and that uncertainty is deeply unsettling. But the inner core has one more secret, one more mystery that scientists discovered that truly changed everything. The inner core is not uniform. It is not the same in all directions. Seismic waves traveling through the inner core travel faster in some directions than others. This means the inner core has structure, internal structure, like a crystal, one enormous crystal made of iron, about the size of the moon, sitting at the center of our planet, slowly rotating, generating our magnetic field, making life possible. An iron crystal at the heart of the world. How extraordinary is that? But even this is not the deepest mystery, because deep inside the Earth, scientists have found something else, something they did not expect, something that has been hiding there for longer than life has existed on Earth. This is the deepest mystery of all, and it is the one that excites scientists the most. Using seismic waves, the vibrations that travel through Earth during earthquakes, scientists have been able to map the inside of our planet like an X-ray of Earth's interior. And when they created these maps, they found something completely unexpected, something that should not be there. Two enormous structures sitting at the base of Earth's mantle, just above the outer core, 2,900 kilometers beneath the surface. These structures are enormous, each one roughly the size of a continent. One sits beneath Africa, one sits beneath the Pacific Ocean. They are made of material that is denser than the rock around them, hotter than the rock around them, and completely different in composition to everything around them. Scientists call them large, low shear velocity provinces, or LLSVPs. but some scientists have given them a more dramatic nickname. They call them the blobs, two enormous alien blobs, sitting at the bottom of Earth's mantle. And the most extraordinary thing about them, they appear to be ancient, incredibly ancient. Some scientists believe they are remnants of a collision that happened 4.5 billion years ago, when Earth was brand new, when our solar system was still forming. Scientists believe that a planet-sized object called Theia crashed into the early Earth, a collision so massive that it created the moon. The debris from Theia flew off into space and became our moon. But some of Theia itself sank down into the Earth, down through the mantle, all the way to the bottom, and there it has sat for 4.5 billion years, hidden, preserved, alien material from another world, buried deep inside our own planet. We are literally living on top of the remains of an ancient alien world, a world that crashed into us billions of years ago, a world that became part of us, buried so deep that we never knew it was there, until now. And these ancient structures are not just sitting there doing nothing. They appear to be connected to hotspots on the surface, places where unusual volcanic activity occurs, places like Hawaii and Iceland. The volcanic plumes that feed these hotspots may be rising up from these ancient structures, bringing material from 4.5 billion years ago all the way to the surface. The lava pouring out of Hawaiian volcanoes may contain material from another planet, a planet that died billions of years ago, a planet whose remains are locked inside our own world. How extraordinary is that? We are connected to the very beginning of our solar system, through the fire and rock beneath our feet, through the ancient heart of our planet. We carry another world inside us, and we never even knew. So let us take a moment and think about what we have discovered today. Beneath your feet right now, there is a thin crust that we call home. Beneath that is rock so hot it flows like toothpaste. Beneath that is a hidden ocean of water, 3 times the volume of all surface oceans combined. In the rock around it lives a hidden biosphere, more life than exists on the entire surface. Deeper still is a churning ocean of liquid iron, generating the magnetic field that makes life possible. At the center is a solid iron crystal the size of the moon, spinning slowly, changing direction, keeping secrets. And at the boundary between core and mantle sit 2 enormous ancient structures, remnants of a world that crashed into ours 4.5 billion years ago, alien material from another planet, buried inside our own, hidden for billions of years. The Earth we stand on every day is far more extraordinary than most of us ever realize, far more mysterious, far more alive, far more ancient. And we have barely scratched the surface, literally. We have drilled 12 kilometers. Out of 6,371, the vast majority of our own planet remains unexplored, unknown, full of secrets waiting to be discovered. And that is perhaps the most exciting thing of all. We do not need to travel to distant stars to find alien worlds. There is an alien world beneath our feet. We just need to look down. If this journey through the Earth blew your mind today, then you are exactly the kind of person this channel is made for. Every week we explore the deepest mysteries of our universe, the questions that science is only beginning to answer, the discoveries that change everything we know. Now I want to hear from you. Which discovery shocked you the most today? The hidden ocean, 3 times bigger than all surface oceans, the life living impossibly deep underground, the inner core changing its direction of rotation, or the ancient alien world buried at the center of our planet? Tell me in the comments below. And if you want a deeper dive into any of these topics, just comment the topic name, and I will make a full dedicated video about it. One more thing. If you are not subscribed yet, you are missing out on some of the most mind-bending science content on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next exploration, because next time we are going somewhere even more mysterious, somewhere even more extraordinary, somewhere that will make today's journey look like just the beginning. Thank you for watching. Keep looking, keep wondering, keep asking why, and I will see you in the next one.